Hey, what's going on, guys? This is AndrewChicken, and welcome back to another video. We are live on Twitch recording the Constellation Update Notes Review. So we've got a brand new update coming to Paladins, we've got a new champion, new event pass, and new balance changes, so let's just go ahead and jump right in. So, of course, starting off with the brand new champion, Caspian, the Thief of Hearts and Treasure. Could have just left it the Thief of Hearts, honestly, that'd be clean. Whatever, it's Caspian, the Thief of Hearts, and chat cannot stop thirsting over him. So, let's see. Let's go ahead and read the lore blurb. There are few still alive with the skill, the alluring performance, nay, the enrapturing, dazzling spectacle that is what sights behold when witnessing... God, this is a word salad. When witnessing this dashing rogue's deadly skills and quicksilver tongue in action. Blessed with arcane weapons and years of streetwise knowledge and training, he takes what he wants and gives some of it away. If he likes you, of course. Recently finding himself in possession of an abyssal artifact most would deem too dangerous to handle. Hey, it was just lying around. Caspian, Thief of Hearts. And Treasure will have his work cut out for him to survive what comes next. The pursuit of hedonistic perfection is a dangerous occupation, but when has that ever stopped anyone? That's a whole word salad right there, and we got parentheses for some reason. Alright, cool. Anyways, he's a flank, because someone who looks like this cannot be anything other than a flank. Like, new support character, guys. I mean, it could be a Corvus skin, actually, because he's got the gun and the sword. But anyways, he's a flank with 2100 health, and he's got a very interesting kit. So he has two weapons, obviously, like he shows in here. And unlike Corvus, who really only attacks with a gun, this guy actually attacks with both. So, Love consumes 3 ammo to fire your gun once every 0.85 seconds, dealing 350 damage per shot and slowing enemies hit by 10% for 2 seconds, stacking up to 3 times. So this is a very slow-firing, very low-damaging gun. He's not a very long-range champion, because this is his long-ranged option. But it does slow, of course, which is very nice. And fully effective up to 100 units, so even then, it's not very long range. And then Love shares an ammo pool with War, which is his other weapon. And then the passive is Piercing Momentum, so if you hit an enemy with Love, which is his pistol, it gives you a stack of Piercing Momentum, which increases the fire rate of War by 8% for 5 seconds. And it stacks up to 5 times, and each stack expires independently, so you can stack it up to 40% increased fire rate of War. So then what is War? Well, War is his sword, so you attack with your rapier in a chain of attacks, dealing up to 350 damage per hit to enemies. Fully effective up to 65 units, so this is slightly longer ranged melee than Androxus's punch, but effectively we have a sort of melee flank. Sort of. I mean, he still has a gun, still has a long range option, but I mean, you know, the big damaging attack is melee. So you've got to be up close, but still the melee is 65 units, so it's a very big melee. Like, it's a very long melee. War shares an ammo pool with Love, so these two share the same ammo, and then the passive is Sharp Momentum, so if you hit an enemy with War, it gives you a stack of Sharp Momentum, which increases the fire rate of Love by 8% for 5 seconds. So yeah, they work in tandem together. You attack with War, it gives you fire rate on Love. If you attack with Love, it gives you fire rate of War. So, you know, pretty cool. Right. And I think you can use both of them, like, together pretty quickly. So, like, you could be up close to someone and then shoot, slash, I'm pretty sure. Could be wrong about that. We'll have to test that out on the PTS. And then ability 1 is Rogue's Tempo. So, you can think of this kind of like Vor's Dark Siphon, but different. So, shoot out a piercing projectile that travels more quickly based on the total number of your piercing and sharp momentum stacks. Deals 750 damage, which is a pretty big amount of damage compared to the rest of his stuff, and it also stuns enemies on hit for 0.7 seconds, and I believe they said in the update show you have to have at least 1 stack. But if you have at least 1 stack, then it will stun. And that's what's a little bit scary, is we have a flank who can stun now, but it's a pretty short stun. 0.7 seconds is on the lower end. And, well, it's just on 1 ability. So, I'm hoping it won't be as cancerous to play against as, you know, 7 grapples, 7 bombs, stuff like that. But yeah, it is still a stun, and it does a good amount of damage as well. And then ability 2 is Deadly Momentum. This is his movement ability. I believe this had 2 charges, looking at the gameplay on the update show. But I could be wrong. And it's basically twirl towards your crosshair, dealing 300 damage, knocking back enemies hit during the dash. So he does have, I guess, a little bit of displacement. And at the end of the dash, you stop and whirl in place, dealing 450 damage to enemies in the area, and reduce the cooldown of the ability for 1 second, or by 1 second, excuse me, for each enemy hit. While dashing, the damage you take is reduced by 30%. You can reactivate this ability early to stop and whirl sooner. So, yeah, it's not quite as fluid as something like, you know, an Evisaur or a Vatu Dash, but it does more damage than this, so it's kind of a hybrid damage and movement ability. So he has much less, like much less mobility than 7. So don't worry. Especially console players, you're not going to have to worry about too much there. Thank goodness. And then his ultimate is Storm of Blades. This is a heavy damage ultimate. So it summons 5 ethereal swords around you. And the visuals kind of look like Inara's Earthen Guard. And each time you fire, you use... Or, each time you use, fire, use, love, or war. That's a sentence right there. Each time you use his weapon, fire off 1 sword that pierces all enemies hit, dealing 800 damage per projectile. So you add 800 damage to each of these weapons, basically. And the projectile, it does pierce through enemies. It does not pierce through terrain, I hope. Otherwise, it would just objectively be better than Satiult. But yeah, kind of like weird Fernando Fireballs, sort of. Interesting. So yeah, it just does a lot of damage. Nothing really else to it. No crowd control, no movement, no nothing. Just damage. So it's a pretty interesting flank. I like this idea of having, like, 2 weapons that, like, you want to use both of them pretty equally to make sure you're getting the fire rate on both of them. Plus, if you only use one, I'm pretty sure your damage will be kind of low, so you gotta use both of them just to make sure you're doing damage. Stun can be interesting. We'll have to be very cautious about that. And then, yeah, the movement ability, I mean, it looks fine. So... hopefully it's not a super overpowered flank. That's my goal. That's what I'm worried about, all right? We got to make sure he's not OP, but we got to make sure he's still good. We got to make sure, of course, he's still fun, which he looks like he's going to be decently fun. So yeah, let's talk about talents now. First talent, Measured Cadence. My prediction, I mean, my predictions are always usually wrong, but my prediction is this will probably be his most popular talent, simply because it's the most simple of the talents, and also it's the one that's just straight up a buff. So, fire a weaker copy of Rogue's Tempo forward from your crosshairs for every 6 ammo consumed. Rogue's Tempo, keep in mind, is this projectile. So I assume it'll do less damage, and it definitely shouldn't be able to stun. If this can stun, please don't let it stun. But yeah, it's basically just you'll do more damage every 6 shots, or every 6 ammo consumed, actually. So, you know, Love consumes 3 ammo. You can fire Love twice, you get one of these projectiles. You just get Measured Cadence, and it's just flat out more damage, but it's another projectile. Everywhere at Once is his level 2 talent. This is for his movement ability. So the cooldown of Deadly Momentum is permanently set to 5 seconds and cannot be modified. So no Chronos, no cooldown reduction cards, no nothing. Or increased through other means. I don't know how you would increase it, but okay. And you gain 1 stack of piercing and sharp momentum for each enemy hit with Deadly Momentum. So you can kind of dive in, and if you hit people with it, then yeah, you'll get some free stacks of this, which means you'll be able to keep up your movement, or your, not movement speed, your rate of fire speed. So, interesting talent. We'll test it out, of course. And level 8. It's got some heft. This makes his sword have better range and better damage, but a slower rate of fire. Sound familiar? Curse Revolver Death Hastens vibes, but on a sword. And then War's attacks also now pierce enemies and deal an additional 20% damage to each enemy hit for each... Or wait. To each enemy hit, for each enemy hit, in total with your attack. That's a sentence that actually makes sense. I'm just slow. So yeah, it's kind of got that Scorch effect as well. If you think of Fernando's Scorch, where it does more damage for each enemy it hits, that's how this will work. So yeah, seems pretty interesting. So yeah, looks to be a pretty fun flank. I'm actually pleasantly surprised by this guy's kit, but again, we're going to have to test him on the PTS because reading about it is one thing, but playing with it is another. So let's talk about cards now. So we've got, I guess, Love and War cards. So War, again, remember, is the sword, Love is the gun. So War. Extend the duration of piercing momentum stacks gained by hitting with War by 12%, so you can have your stacks up for longer. Heal for 15 after hitting an enemy with War. So one of those cards is kind of like Bomb King's Heal on Detonate card. Crown of Swords, increase your reload speed by up to 35%. couldn't do math there for a second. For 3 seconds after hitting enemy with war. Alright, so you can keep your ammo going up, because keep in mind the sword requires ammo for some reason. The Rose's Thorns. Each stack of piercing momentum heals you for 30 after it expires. Ah, so you can build for a lot of healing. Love. Yep, we've got another extended duration of stacks gained by hitting with love. It would be interesting if you just had one card that increased the duration of both. And we could free up space for another card. But, whatever. Rogues of a Feather. Heal for X amount after hitting enemy with love. Are these just mirrored? Yeah, these are basically just mirrored, but these last two cards, while they proc off the same effect, they do different things. So the finer things increase your movement speed by a lot. Good lord. For 3 seconds after hitting enemy with love. That's a ton. That's 60%. Excuse me? Alright. Well, dang. That's kind of nutty. That might need to be toned down. But I guess we'll find out. Shoot and dash. Each stack of sharp momentum grants you a shield after it expires. And the shield is higher than the heal. But of course it's temporary. Interesting. Alright. So, Rogue's Tempo now. Keep in mind this is the stun. So hitting enemy with Rogue's Tempo gains you stacks of piercing momentum and sharp momentum. That looks good. Reduce the cooldown of deadly momentum after hitting at least one enemy with Rogue's Tempo. Alright. Generate ammo and gain credits. Ooh, that's new. Alright. A card for generating credits. I haven't really had something like that since, getting extra credits for killing Lex's Retribution target. Okay, that's interesting. I don't know how popular of a card this will be. You can get up to 10 credits, which doesn't sound like a lot, but with how consistently you're using this, I think it'll add up, because you hit it a few times, like you hit it 10 times, that's 100 credits. So, yeah, we're going to have to test that. That sounds interesting. That sounds really, really interesting. And then, of course, Deadly Momentum card is a movement ability. Reduce the cooldown of Deadly Momentum by 0.7 seconds for each enemy hit by it. So you can use this ability to reduce the cooldown of this ability. But only if you hit enemies. So that's good at least. Not like 7, where it's just use a movement ability to get cooldown reduction on the movement ability. With absolutely no other skill required. I need to make a 7 video. Increase the travel speed of Deadly Momentum. Alright, cool. Increase the travel distance of Deadly Momentum. Alright, cool. These remind me of the Leon cards, where you can increase the speed and distance of Grace. And then increase the size of the reactivation whirl of Deadly Momentum. So you have a higher chance to actually hit enemies with it. So Spin to Win. Nice card name, by the way. Probably work very well with Flurry. So that looks fun. And also Spin to Win plus Everywhere at Once, where you get the stacks for hitting enemies with it. That could actually be pretty good. We're going to have to test that. Anyways, chat. Oh no. Oh no, chat. Oh no, chat. Oh no, chat. We got recolors. Oh no, chat. Yeah. That's the recolor skin. Limited though. You gotta buy the season pass for this. Alright, chat, you know what that means. You gotta go to nexus.gg/AndrewChicken, right? Exclamation mark shop in the chat. And you gotta buy the season pass, right? Right now, don't wait. Don't forget. Don't wait. You gotta buy it. If you want this skin. That's the only way you get it. It'll be unobtainable after the season pass is finished. So, you gotta go do that. Alright? I don't make the rules, I just enforce them. Alright? Anyways, this is the recolor for gold, Free Spirit Caspian. I thought it looks a little bit weird in the splash art, but it actually looks really sick in game. It's just kind of a more cooler toned version of the default skin. And yeah, this can be unlocked through the season pass. So if you get the season pass, you also get this skin. But you can also direct purchase it for 60,000 gold. But this one cannot be direct purchased, so you know. It reminds me of Shirtless is On from last year. Because that was also in the season pass. You can't get that anymore. And now they're Shirtless Caspian. Oh boy. When are they doing this for Corvus? Dude, the community would freak if they did this for Corvus. Like, they would actually freak. Screw Crow Corvus, right? We don't want Crow Corvus. We want that, right? Well, community wants that. I don't care. But, you know. All I'm saying is they're missing a golden opportunity. Speaking of golden opportunities, Golden Caspian actually looks wicked. Like, this is a super high quality gold skin. The color placement is fantastic. Textures look amazing. The actual gold itself looks like proper gold. It doesn't look too shiny. It doesn't look too not shiny. It's not weird orange like Seven's gold skin for some reason. It's just really well done. And so I can't wait to grind for this gold skin because it'll be a fine addition to my collection.
Cool weapons, huh? They can be all kinds of shapes, you know. But I'll only need these today. Oh, magnificent. You could learn a thing or two from me. A marvel indeed. You are a snow leopard amongst geese. Whoa, watch the stabbing. God. At least find me a drink first.
Anyways, emotes. Uh-oh, chat. Uh-oh, chat. Time for you to die. Goodbye. Haha. Get wrecked. Okay, so we've got default emotes. Yep. Very flamboyant. To be expected. And then at your service. This is available with the season pass. Very nice. Very, very nice. MVP poses. Here's defaults. And thoroughly gauge. I don't know why there's a line there. But, oh, the art people are going to make of this pose. Oh, boy. Wait, I can use that for a thumbnail. Ooh. Alright. Anyways, moving on. Starforged Event Pass. In my opinion, a much better event pass than Ruby, but, you know, it's completely subjective. So, let's just actually get into the skins. So, up first, oh, also, of course, yeah, you get 24 levels. It's just a standard event pass. Will probably be 400 crystals or whatever the default price is, I forget. So the first unlock is a Terminus skin. And it looks wicked. Look at this. It's a stellar Terminus skin. That splash art looks amazing. Like, Thunderbrush killed it with the splash arts, this patch. And yeah, unfortunately in game, I'd say like the blue stellar parts of the body look a little bit weird. Compared to like how they look in the splash art. They look a little bit less like ethereal. But it's still just a really, really good looking skin. The voice lines are solid. Like, the voice pack is actually quite nice. They got a good voice actor for that. The voice lines are a bit cheesy, but it's still just a very high quality skin in my opinion.
You are a mere twinkle within my void. Superstar.
All right!
Yes. I am the vessel of destruction.
Anyways, next up. This is going to be an interesting skin. This is a Genderbend Zhin skin? What? Sorry, what? Can you repeat that? Yeah, so Genderbend Zhin skin. So this is Mei Zhin, and it's meant to be, I guess, sort of a similar vibe to Genos, but like alt-universe Genos. But Zhin, if that makes sense. Kind of. At least that's what I understood from the update show. And it also looks really sick. This has visual effects on the weapons and the Willo that are very similar to Galactic Conqueror Vora. And so if you're into that aesthetic, you're going to love this skin. I already love this skin. Just for that alone. Looks amazing. Sword looks incredible, and the actual skin itself is very solid. Both of these skins look very, very solid. We're back up to the high-quality skins. No more Ruby skins. Nope. Make way for the Interstellar? Starforged Event Pass. I forgot the name. Shh, don't worry about it.
Funny. I remove one thread, and the tapestry of your life just unravels. Excellent! Huzzah! I am a goddess. Infinite cosmos of understanding. But seriously, what is an updog?
Oh, God. Anyways, level 21 unlock is the Nova Mei Zhin. We're just combining names from all the different games. We got Nova Warframe, we got Mei Overwatch, now we got Zhin. And yeah, it's a greenery color. So if you like green instead of purple, here you go. And then we've got Supernova. Can we get some help with this here Supernova? I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm saying. That's how you say Nova, right? Supernova Terminus. Yeah, no, it's heat sink Terminus, but with the with this Starforged theme instead of sort of a mechanical computer theme. Exact same color scheme. And it looks really sick. I love it. I'm a huge fan. But yeah, then we've got some other Event Pass exclusive unlocks, which I'm going to keep chat hidden for all this. Uh-oh, spoilers! Hold on, we can't look at that avatar. Spoilers, spoilers. Yeah, some cool avatars. Really cool looking spray. Another avatar. Animated spray. Yagorath emote carnage dance. This is looping, I think. Very silly. And then a very... Ooh, that's a nice looking loading frame. Very, very nice. Love to see it. Alright, chat, you can come back now. Here you go. Alright. And let's zoom out just a tad bit. There we go. Oh wait, are we not done? Oh wait, no, these are trials of the realm. Okay, here we go. Trials of the realm. So we've got, yeah, crystals, gold, levels, you know the drill. And we've also got some more cosmetics, which I guess I can keep chat hidden, or chat here for this, because we don't need to zoom in that much. We got peekaboo emoji, MVP pose. We got a static avatar, animated avatar, spray, a loading frame, big smile. Oh, it's a fuzzy, derpy looking dude. I wonder who that is. Sati announcer pack. Yo, we got another champion announcer pack. Let's go. Let's go. I probably won't use it that much, to be fair. But, that's very cool. I love seeing champion announcer packs. I want more of these. I want an announcer pack for every champion. That's the goal, right? Can we do that? That'd be so cool. Anyways, 3D spray. Black hole. Ooh, fitting in with that interstellar theme. Limited time modes. Rogues in Rouge. Unleash chaos and thievery in this Caspian-only mode. Oh boy. Floor is lava. Don't slip. Try and reach the high ground in this special variation of Primal Court. I'm sorry, what? I'm going to have to try this. Floor is lava. Y'all are going to have to remind me to try this. Because I tend to forget about limited time modes. But a special variation of Primal Court? With lava? Vatu Gaming? Question mark? Oh. Looks interesting. And then cards to the max. Your power knows no limits. All equipped champion cards are upgraded to level 7 in this chaotic mode on Team Deathmatch maps. Ooh, these two look like some really fun limited time modes, I'm not gonna lie. That looks sick. We're up a little bit too high. That's okay. Anyways, we got Yellow Jacket Willo. So yeah, this is something that we expected. Because they did it with the Torvald skin, they did it with the Eevee skin, they did it with all the ranked exclusive skins, except like Chieftain Grok, I'm pretty sure. So this is a recolor of Will.o, and it's black and yellow, and in my opinion it looks worse than Will.o, and that's because I am a sucker for the purple. Also, the staff from the showcase, like, preview anyways, it looked like it still had purple effects on it, which absolutely do not match the yellow. So, if that's the case, then this is just a flat-out worse skin than Will.o. If they do, in fact, change it to be yellow effects, then I guess it's on par with Will.o objectively, and subjectively, I'd still say it's worse than Will.o, just because I prefer the white and purple. But yeah, if you didn't get the Will.o skin from Ranked, then you have this version that you can get from, I believe, a chest, does it say? Does not say. Okay. I guess we'll get this... Oh, actually, I think this is the Bounty Store skin, if I recall correctly. Maybe. Possibly. Anyways.
And then we can go ahead and go talk about another new skin that's coming. Personally, my favorite one in this update. And it is the Cuddly Yagorath. Yagorath.
You weren't kidding! Oh, it's a good thing I didn't actually drink my coffee. That would have been all over my keyboard. Dude,
it seemed like a bit of a risk, but man.
You weren't kidding!
One of the best skins we've ever made.
Oh my god!
I can't wait to see it in game. It's so good.
Here's the real question.
Dude, look at the... I want all of these!
I mean,
look at the atlas!
Down.
Oh my god!
It's like a worm on
Dude,
the
this
Made of like felt. So
oh my god!
I love this skin.
the little dolls too. It's so like.
Oh my god!
Like weird googly eyes. I love the colors. They're very.
This is the best skin!
Just notice
ridiculous.
The buttons.
This is the best skin this update! Dude!
Will absolutely wreck your day and look
Dude,
ridiculous to it.
Dude,
Yeah,
we've
I got,
needed this since
the squirrel
Yagorath came
game
out.
by that.
This is so good! Oh my god.
Showing off some emote.
Now this is a BM skin. If I got beat by this, that's my.
Oh, she's got a new emote too. Oh, that is so.
Your head high. It's so playful though.
I hope she gets some
don't like
balance
how
changes
nobody
to make her feel better to play.
Yeah.
That's like the one sad thing. Like, this is such a
Thanks
good...
to our
Dude, look at the...
camera dancing with it too.
She's spewing yarn everywhere. Dude.
It's like a kid's world.
It does.
Nice. Walk her down.
She's got a whole
Action.
pillow
So
fort.
cute.
Every part of this.
I should have given her googly eyes instead of the solo eyes. Yeah, I think maybe could have given her googly eyes.
Doesn't even look like you're in
Small
trouble
thing, though.
necessarily, but you
But I don't
very
say
much
those eyes
are.
don't look bad either.
Yeah, this is such a BM skin.
God, I
This
can't
is
get over
almost
the
as bad
arms,
as the
though.
hot dog skin from
She has a
Sony.
plush Io and a plush Vora.
Getting destroyed by a worm on string, and then only for them to do.
Just
the
get rid
camera
of the
dance
minimum
on
ult
them.
distance,
That's
and I will play
skin
like at
buffs,
least 10 levels of this.
tilt on the enemy player. So
And then we
so
also have
cool.
voice lines, because believe it or not, this thing can talk.
Deathly screaming must mean everyone's having so much fun! Yippee! Don't stop now!
Oh god.
A joke? Oh, Yago's too tired to tell one.
This is like a corrupted, evil stuffed animal.
Love you! Yago's incredible!
It's like Makoa, but like giga cursed. Childhood horror,
Strange
yeah.
teen Nightmare.
There you go.
yeah,
I love it.
It's like a creepy cute in a way.
yeah. It's a bit of that uncanny valley.
I see
where
why the skins
on
last patch were
on the
kind of
cute
mid.
thing,
They were
beat
saving
you
up for this
because,
skin.
like, it's devastating
This is
monster
amazing.
That comes.
That's right. Cuddly Yagoroth. Oh my god. You can get it from the diamond chest. This is such an easy skin to get. Or you can direct purchase for 800 crystals. Just look at this splash art. I want this Atlas. I want an IRL version of this Atlas. Alright? I would buy that. Like that. Like if they made this, or if they made Plushy Yagorath as an actual real life plushie, dude, they would sell out in the first day. I need this. I need this in my life. Dude, look at them. They're all so scared. That's so cute. Oh my gosh, dude, there's a little Lex back here too. There's like so many champions. We got a little Lex, we got a little Ash, we got a little Vic, we got a little Cassie, a little Atlas. There's a little Shaolin up there, and then we got some other random plushies. And also the Io and the Vora are like actually on her arms too. It's the cutest thing. This is the best skin this update. This is actually the best skin. I don't care what anyone says. This is the best skin this update. Probably, you could maybe make the argument, all right, that this is the best skin of the year. Maybe, all right. I mean, Corrupted Isle gives it some steep competition, all right, but this has the meme factor going for it. Like, holy crap, dude. This is just the best. This is flat out just the best. Anyways, we've got some mounts here. Ooh, that looks like a new splash art. Okay. We've got this Pale Eyes Frost Dragon, which is a recolor of the Winged Drake. And this comes from the Refer a Friend system. So if you refer a friend to Paladins, I think you can actually get this skin. Which is fitting, since they fixed the Refer a Friend page last patch, after I pointed out it was bugged. So yeah, it looks pretty interesting, actually. I like that it's white and purple. And black. It looks very nice. Still pay to lose because, you know, it's a Drake. But, yeah, it does look very nice. And then we've also got a new horse mount. It's been a hot minute. We've got this. And, I mean, can we just appreciate this art for a moment? Like, I just want to look at this. This could be my wallpaper. This looks phenomenal. And, yeah, this is a brand new horse mount, which looks like the Terminus skin. In terms of the body, it still has that same blue effect. And yeah, the armor looks sick. It's like a space version of the Legionnaire Warhorse. It looks so good. Like, this is a top tier horse right here. This looks amazing. I can't wait to buy this. Normally I don't buy their horse DLC or their mount DLC, but this is actually one I'm gonna buy because I actually really like this, and I hope they actually put this on the Nexus too, because then you could buy it on the Nexus and support me. Hey, stonks. And moving on, we've got gold skins. There was a 33% chance this update that we got the Eevee and Zhin gold skins. Emphasis on Eevee gold skin. And we didn't get it this time, but this means that the next patch there's a 50% chance, so our odds are going up. We'll get it eventually. But this patch, we got the damage champions. We got our two gunners, the last two gunners. So Golden Viktor, and we'll get Golden Tyra in a moment. But first, let's look at Golden Viktor. First of all, splash art's kind of saturated a little bit, but yeah, it looks like it's going to be like kind of just a mid-tier gold skin to me. The gold placement is solid, the black placement is solid, however, it's default Viktor. And we're probably not going to get a gold version of the old default skin, as much as I would love that. I would love that. We're not going to get that. But yeah, gold Viktor. It's a thing. I'll use it for like a few games. And then gold Tyra. I'm a little bit more excited for this one. It's actually far more black than the golden Viktor skin. It's a very black and, like, just primarily black skin with a bunch of gold on it. And I hope they keep this idea going for the Eevee skin, because like even Viktor is like primarily black here with gold just trim on the metal and like, you know, outlines and stuff. And Tyra's the same way, and also golden Caspian is the same way. Like we've got a few pure gold things, like the boots are pure gold. I like them, like the leggings and the main whatever that shirt is she's wearing and the cape. They're pure black. I like that. I like that. It's opposite of gold Shaolin, opposite of like weird gold Maldampo and gold Maeve. Sick. And so yeah, I can't wait to look at this one in game. Hopefully this is good. I think it's the better of the two, but I guess we'll just find out. But yeah, gold Tyra, gold Viktor. So we're down to just 4 champions now. Fernando, Khan, Eevee, Zhin. They need gold skins. And honestly, they'll probably save Eevee for last. They'll be like, oh, hey, haha, we saved the best for last. Better not be mediocre when they do. That's all I'm saying. Alright? Anyways, general updates. Daily quest improvements. Secret internal data suggests that many players never do quests or get the rewards. So we've made some changes to the system, both better surface quests and also made some changes to how it works. So the 3 quests that are randomly easy or hard will now instead be 3 easy quests per day and 2 hard quests day. 2 hard quests a day. Alright. And you get a bonus reward for completing quests in streaks of 1, 2, or 3 weeks. Interesting. So if you keep on logging in and doing your quests, then I guess you get more stuff? That's cool. And they will increase the max daily rewards. Current rewards are 300,000 XP, 1,500 gold, and 180 bounty coins, and now it's going up to 375,000 XP, 1,965 gold, and 225 bounty coins. No complaints here. More free stuff. Are we really going to complain about that? I don't want to see anyone complaining about this. This is cool. This is good. Cool. This is cool. I was going to say good or cool at the same time. I didn't know which word I wanted to decide on, so I did that. Anyways, we've got a new Schism of Siege Beyond. So it looks like the old version of that, you know, weird payload is going away. So, goodbye. And instead of just trying new things, they're bringing back old game modes. This is exciting. This is cool. So, it looks like Atlas managed to conjure this one out of the ether. Cool. Love to see some Atlas acknowledgement. Can we get more skins for Atlas? Can we just get more Atlas love? He's such a cool character. So yeah, we got this Blast from the Past. This was an old game mode. And I'm going to play the Siege of Ascension Peak music over this part of the video, because it's such a good soundtrack, and I hope they need to add that soundtrack, right, as a music pack. It would easily be the best music pack. Maybe they're afraid of adding it because it'll blow all the other ones out of the water. But like, this is the best music pack we've ever had in Paladins, and it's not available. And I'm sad. Like, please just add it to the game again, Hi-Res. Let me buy it. I would buy it, alright? I am actively telling you I want to spend money on your game to buy this thing, and you're not letting me. And I know you can do it. Anyways, so Siege of Ascension Peak was the first sort of limited time mode they did way back, like, I think it was right before the game was fully released. And it was when they updated, like, the menu to look more like it is now. And it was basically also when they were adding Khan, because it had, like, a sort of cinematic at the start of the match that played about 50% of the time because it was buggy because it's Paladins. But it was just like Khan throwing Viktor off the map. It was really awesome. And then it was basically fighting on this brand new map, Ascension Peak, and it also had like fireballs falling from the sky, or rather being catapulted from way off in the distance at the ground. So you had to like dodge all these, you know, big hazards. And it was a much simpler game mode than some of the other ones that came out, like Rise of Furia and whatever the Dragon Ball one was, that was like weird soccer. But yeah, I mean, it was still an interesting mode. And so yeah, they've also changed it up a little bit from the way it was in the past to try and make it more interesting. So you can join the fight and turn the tide of battle in favor of the Paladins, or defeat Genos on behalf of House Ico. I can defeat Genos? Hold up! Wait! Okay, I know which side I'm playing. Players will be assigned to represent either the Paladins or the Magistrate. Your mastery of each champion will see you through to victory. Be careful! Magistrate forces have Ascension Peak under constant fire. Dodge the explosives crashing down all around you. That's what I was talking about earlier. The Ascendance of Genos has affected the battlefield. All champions have 15% cooldown reduction. Can you handle your newfound power? Ooh. They need to add the music back. And then it's a solid 10 out of 10. If they don't add the music back, I'm rating this an 8 out of 10. Alright? Because it's still fun, still cool. Love to see all modes coming back. And I can't wait for them to add, like, Rise of Furia back. And whatever the soccer one was. Because, yeah, that'll just be really fun. I like that. I like them bringing back old games that they know the community liked. Because that's, you know, always a good thing. Anyways. Ooh. We're on to balance changes now, and we're already getting some balance changes that we did not see in the update show. Androxus, getting some small changes. I did make a video today talking about Androxus. I can't wait to read the comments on that. I probably started some fires with that, maybe. I don't know. I had some controversial takes on Androxus. You can go watch that video if you want. But yeah, Cursed Revolver is getting nerfed, which is good, because Cursed Revolver is just objectively better than it was last patch, and it's his best talent, beyond a shadow of a doubt. So the duration is getting decreased, so overall you get less damage, but as long as you continue shooting someone, then you will refresh that and you'll keep the damage on them all the same. But I guess if you're missing shots, then you'll have more of an opportunity to not get this damage, because if you miss 2 shots in a row, then this damage is going away. So like you have the first shot, then half a second later you have the second shot, then 1 second later you have your third shot, so if you miss those, you know, the second and third shot, the fire's gone. You have to start from 0. And also I guess the damage increase per tick is increased? Wait, no, this isn't a nerf. This is making it go faster. So if you're still... Wait. So the damage starts at a higher number. The damage increase per tick is going up. Okay. Just looking at the duration, I thought it was a nerf. No, okay. It's just, they're making it burstier. Which I guess... No, there is one nerf here. There is one nerf. You're revealed for a less amount of time. But if he's consistently hitting you, then the damage is actually going to kill you faster. Alright. Anyways, cool. Moving on. Drogos. So Fire Spit is getting a projectile size increase from 3 to 4.2. And Thrust. Right. Now this is a really interesting change. It's getting increased forward distance by 87.5% at base. That's a pretty big deal. Because normally, you would run the Propel card to increase the forward distance of Thrust, and you would usually run it at least level 3, but usually more like 4 or 5, which would put it right around 75 to 100%. And this is right in the middle of that. So, well, if you look down a little bit, Propel is gone. It's getting reworked. So, this mandatory card, because it did feel very mandatory, has been put into base kit. And then, yeah, here, you now instead get 10% up to 50% of your maximum booster fuel after using Thrust, which seems like it's going to be a very powerful card. And for people who are bad at, you know, throttling their booster and, you know, maintaining their booster fuel, this will give them a little bit of an easier time. So you could run this card and just have Thrust be super forgiving, because you could also combine it with a card that, you know, reduces booster fuel consumption for 5 seconds after Thrust, and you'll basically be able to fly indefinitely, even better than you did last patch. So that's really cool. And then Follow Ascent, the card that reduces the size of Fire Spit, has been nerfed. Honestly, I don't know why they didn't just get rid of this card. Nobody uses this card. They could have reworked it like they did with Propel, but I guess not. One card at a time, you know? Anyways, up next, Eevee. They keep buffing Eevee, and I don't understand why. Because this patch, she's perfect, and I mean, I guess they want me to just... They want me to be the most powerful being in the realm. I think, like... I get your message, Eva Mojo. You want me to be the best. Alright? And I appreciate that. So, so Blink now has, at base, a 100 heal after casting. So, you get the trend. They moved a card into base kit with Drogos. They're moving a card into base kit with Eevee. And actually, where is that card here? Yeah, Flicker down here. It still actually exists, though. But they toned down the healing value, so now it scales by 30 instead of 50. So you'll get 150 heal with this. Which means in total you could have a 250 heal after casting. Which, if you run Flicker at 5, will be exactly the same as it was last patch, because this would also scale to 250. It's just some of that is in base kit now, which means you don't necessarily need to run Flicker if you don't want to. Or, if you only wanted, like, say, 100 and... 50 healing with Flicker, you ran it at level 3. Well, then you could put this in as a level 1 filler, you'd have 130 healing, which is practically the same, and you could put more points into your other cards if you're a Wormhole player. Honestly, most people ran Flicker with Wormhole. I never really saw Flicker too much with Snow Globe. But now, Snow Globe has just a free heal on Blink. Thanks, Irez. And then also some buffs to our other lesser used cards. So, movement speed after getting Elim has been... well, it's had its duration increased from 4 seconds to 6 seconds, so probably not going to use this card, but, you know, cool. Cold-Blooded, reduce the cooldown of Ice Block has been increased to 1.25 seconds per tier. The problem with this card is that people generally just tend to use cooldown reset on Elim anyways, and so when would you ever use this card, you know? That doesn't mean nerf my cooldown reset on Elim. Just means maybe give her a different card, alright? Don't touch my cooldown on Elim. Don't do it. It's perfect. Stop it. Frigid Field. Heal for 50 while Ice Block is active has gone up to 60. Cool. And Howling Gale, increase your movement speed after Ice Block ends. Starts at 15 now, but still scales at 10%, so a very minor buff to this. So most of these cards got minor buffs, but the big deal here, the big takeaway is that Blink now has 100 heal after casting, so she actually has base kit healing now, which is pretty interesting. And, yeah, Flicker got nerfed, but not really, because if you run it at level 5, you'll have the same effect as you did last patch. It just means that it's less mandatory now if you're a Wormhole player, because you have that 100 heal. So, yeah. This actually puts her kind of, sort of pushing her closer to other champions like Buck, Vora, Maeve, who have base kit heals as well. Maeve with her 9 lives, Vora with her passive, you know, darkness stacks, and Buck with his recovery. Not nearly as good amount of healing as them, but I guess, you know, more frequent because it's a 4-second cooldown, and with Wormhole you get it twice. So, pretty interesting. I always get scared when they touch my Eevee, though. Like, when they balance change Eevee, like, if it's buffs, I'm afraid they're going to make her too strong, and then people are going to want nerfs, and then they'll nerf the wrong thing. And if it's nerfs, they nerfed my baby. But these are hopefully good changes. Anyways, Koga. Cards. Criminal Record. Reduce energy gain on killing blows from 15% to 12.5%. What is this card? Is this the card that gives you energy when you kill someone with a skewer? Or does he have a card for that at base? I forget. Either way, it's nerfed. And Galestorm, Lifesteal and Dragon Stance is getting nerfed. Oh, okay. That's weird. Okay. Moving on. So we've got some very interesting. We've got some very interesting changes here. Okay, I'm previewing these. I'm liking these. So Lilith, they actually talked about this in the update show. Heart of Crimson no longer causes knockback. Thank God. This was so annoying. For most champions, it wasn't a super big deal, but if you played anyone who flies, you know how much of a problem this was. Drogos in particular, if you got hit by Lilith once, you're done. You're off. You're on the ground, right? You're out of the sky. You're on the ground. Even with Worm Jets, if you were holding your booster, you would still go down. It would screw with your momentum. It'd be all wonky. It screwed with your momentum way more than something like, you know, getting hit by Eevee would. You know, because, you know, explosives like Eevees, like Bomb King still have knockback, but Lilith's was just a weird sort of knockback. So, that's good. And also, like, for Romani, Inferno Cannon, and other soaring people, and just anyone who goes in the air at all, this was causing problems. So that this being gone is good. It's not going to make Lilith, like, super bad or anything. It's just going to make her feel way better to play against. But, you know, for most circumstances, as a Lilith player, you're not really going to notice anything different. And then Makoa, Half Shell, now it reduces the cooldown from 14 seconds to 12 seconds. Wait a second. What's the cooldown when the shield gets destroyed? When you run Barrier E5 and you have the health card at 4. What's the cooldown? Is it 3 seconds or is it 2 seconds? Or is it 4 seconds? I forget. 4 seconds. Okay, good. I was about to be very concerned that we would get instant shield. Well, wait, that's without Chronos, though, right? So with Chronos, we might be almost back, like really close to having the instant half shell shield from season 3. If you remember, when they buffed half shell back then, it had it to where basically if you rushed Chronos 3 and your shield got destroyed, you could instantly, the second it was destroyed, place another shield. That's with Chronos 4 4 seconds. Okay. I couldn't remember. It's been a little bit since I've played Half Shell. I haven't played much Makar recently. Okay, so it'll be down to a 2-second cooldown now, I'm pretty sure. Although, Chronos will reduce the cooldown a little bit less, so maybe it'll be like 2.3 or something like that. So yeah, we're not going to have instant shell, or instant half shell. We're not going to have instant shield like we used to, but we'll have generally more spammier shields. Right! Interesting. Interesting change. Half shell, I guess, getting more reliable this patch. And then Moldamba. Excuse me. And then Moldamba. Gord is getting increased area damage by 10 per tick. I was thinking, like, hey, maybe they should give him some slight healing buffs. Like, really slight. Like this type of change, but for healing. I think it could be cool. Because, honestly, Damba's kit is perfect. It's just, you know, he could use a little bit of tweaks to make him a little bit better in his current state, in my opinion. Like, tiny tweaks. But this is a tiny tweak to his Gord damage. And so his Gord damage is better now. Even less of a reason to use Rep and Gord. But, yeah, this is cool. I'll take it. I like tiny tweaks from Aldamba. Tiny, tiny tweaks. Make him feel better. Yes, please. I'll take that all day long. Next up, Sati changes. So, Dead Ringer. Landing a killing blow on the Dead Ringer decoy will reveal that enemy to Sati for 3 seconds. That's its current implementation. The reveal time is going down to merely half a second. This is huge. Part of the reason why it feels like you should never destroy a Dead Ringer is because you're going to get severely punished for it. Not only do you get revealed for shooting it, but once you destroy it, that's 3 seconds of reveal. That's a long time, right? If you have a 7 on the team as well as the Sati, right? You get revealed for 3 seconds. That 7 can get all up on you and kill you in those 3 seconds. So, only having half second of reveal, you are much less punished for destroying these Dead Ringers. And this is especially huge for the improvised talent, because if you go the improvised talent, it's just such a frustrating type of zoning. Because if you walk near it, then you get blown up, you take a bunch of damage, and you're revealed. But if you destroy it, you also get revealed, and it's just like, either way, it feels like you get punished just for her ability existing. So I'm really excited for this change, because it means Dead Ringer, it won't feel like you're punished as hard for destroying it. Well, Sati will still have the reveal, so it'll still be helpful, but you're going to have to be paying a lot more attention as a Sati player, because that reveal is not going to last a long time. And then she's also getting some other interesting nerfs, and I'm not sure how I feel about these necessarily. Hide is getting nerfed, so you have even less duration on Hide now, and also you're getting less HP with Designer Armor, which are some interesting changes. I'm not really sure how I feel about them. Because honestly, I feel like Sati's problem currently lies more with the fact that her Blast Pack has a tremendous range. It is too big. It is so easy to hit people with that, and it just means window of opportunity is kind of crazy. And also, it just, like, the displacement from that feels awful. Like, you get hit by it from so far away, it's just like, man, I don't like it. It's like, maybe if they toned that back, you wouldn't need these card nerfs. I don't know. But, yeah, Sati nerfs. This Dead Ringer change in particular I'm excited for. The card changes, take them or leave them. Sky. Is this a nerf? Wait. Debilitate. Increase the damage done by poison bolts. The damage is still the same, but the rate is down to 75, so they're less bursty? Huh? So it does damage less quickly. However, the argument can also be made that it reveals an enemy for longer because it's on the target for longer. This is just confusing. Why? Like, that's not even, like, a super big change. It's just like, what? All right! Yeah, I don't get it. It's a null change. Yeah, it's a null change. That... Ugh. Okay. Moving on. Weird. Let's see. Got some Strix changes. So the Flare, it has a shorter cooldown now, 15 seconds, down to 12 seconds. Ooh, that's going to be really interesting with the Flare talent. That turns it into a damage ability. And then Flashbang is also doing more damage. Very tiny tweaks to Strix, but I mean, these are general buffs, so I mean, cool. Finally, the Strix buff we always needed. Snooze. Like, these aren't super major buffs, but, I mean, at least he's getting buffed. I'm not going to complain about that super hard. Again, though, you could change different things about him. Like, I've said it before, and I'll say it again, both of these champions should have base move speed increase in their stealth forms to give them a proper movement ability. Because them not having a movement ability or a defense ability is really bad. Like, it really hurts them. So, you know, like, at the very least, 20%. At the very least. That would make them feel a lot better. Anyways, Vatu. Shadow Bombs has a lower cooldown. Okay, was that needed? Especially with Enveloping Shadows, was that... I guess if you don't run Enveloping Shadows, it was kind of needed. And since Enveloping Shadows is percent-based anyways, I guess it won't be that much. Okay, whatever. 7. It... What? What? That's it? I have seen more complaints for 7 in the past month or so than, like, any other champion. More than Azan, which Azan's fine right now, honestly. More than Yagoroth, which, you know, Yagoroth's a mess. More than Androx's Cursed Revolver. Heck, I've probably even heard more complaints about 7 than the Grover rework being half-finished. And all they're doing is nerfing the second most used fire mode. Burst mode is the problem. You should have never buffed it. Not to mention, right, the mobility, still insane, right? There's no internal cooldowns on the cards, right? They could have at least done that. You could have gotten rid of a charge of the grapple. That would be a way to nerf the freaking, the mobility, and also the displacement. Or keep the mobility, just flat out get rid of the ability to grapple people? Like, can we do that at least? Like, make him less annoying to play against. This is not it, Chief. Who even uses automatic mode? Like, I might have said, oh, I like automatic mode when I first tried the changes, but I've gotten a bit more used to burst mode now, and burst mode is insane. You can 3-shot people at good range if your shots are accurate. You can 3-shot people in close quarters. You can 2-shot people if you hit headshots, and with the freaking bombs as well? Are you kidding me? Anyways, moving on. The last balance change, because we got no Yagoroth changes. Ying. Now, this is the last balance change that they talked about on the update show, and this is generally a good change. So Ying, in my opinion, was underperforming as a healer, like just a heal bot. Because we have other heal bots in the game, like Io, Saris, and Ying just didn't do as much as them. Like, the illusions didn't do a lot, and then Life Exchange also, you know, for being a skill shot, didn't do enough healing, especially considering the cooldown as well. So they increased the healing to 800, and then they also got rid of this little key detail, which reduced the cooldown by, or increased the cooldown, excuse me, for 1 second. So basically you can heal 1 second faster now with Life Exchange, and then also it heals for more. So generally just more HPS. So Healer Ying is going to feel even better next patch, which is exciting, because I don't want Ying to feel bad, right? She got a lot of skins, and I want to use them, but every time I play her, it's just like, man, I don't want to play this champion. So this will feel a little bit better. And then also this card, Efficiency, reducing the cooldown of Dimensional Link by 1 second per tier, up to 5 seconds, got buffed by 1/4 of a second per tier. So you can get up to 6.25 seconds cooldown reduction on Dimensional Link now. That is a crazy cooldown reduction card right there. So that'll be pretty interesting for Ying players as well. And yeah, those are all the balance changes. So not quite as much balance as last patch, but can I even really say there are super good balance changes? I mean, some of these are nice. Like, this is probably one of the best balance changes. These small tweaks, I'll take them. I'm not complaining. I like them. But some of these changes are just, like, super underwhelming, or they make no sense. Like, why this change? Why this change? Why these? What even... Who decided 7 doesn't need nerfs? Don't understand these. Like, I guess if you having a healing base kit is cool, but like, I don't know. Like, these Drogo's changes are honestly nice. And then, yeah, in Droxus, like, Cursed Revolver, the only nerf is to the reveal. The damage is faster now. Like, what? Okay. Anyways, we still got some bug fixes to go over, so let's go over those now. Let's see. So we got some champion bug fixes. Androxus fixed an issue where the animation for Androxus' revolver weapon were not in sync with the Godslayer or Defiant Fist Town equipped. Okay, so making the animations smooth between each revolver. That's good. Betty La Bamba fixed an issue where the ultimate Long Live the Queen could be cancelled early by Khan's commander's grab. Uh-oh. Okay. Bomb King fixed an issue where the Twitch Prime King skin would not display properly in first person. Didn't realize that was a thing. Cassie fixed an issue where Cassie's crossbow could clip through a model badly during certain emotes. Alright. Corvus fixed an issue with Corbrandon's animations. Fixed an issue with his emotes, which could cause his weapon to disappear in third person. Okay. Sati fixed an issue where Ricochet could target ethereal... Bro, huh? Ricochet could target Grok Ghostwalk? Okay, good thing that's getting fixed, my goodness. I was about to be so excited and be like, oh, it could target invisible champions, and that's getting removed. No, it's ethereal, but that's still a good bug fix. Fix an issue where the Cloud and Talos' Nimbus emote could disappear after a certain amount of time, and address an issue where Yagorath can miss her ultimate Devour more often than expected. Yeah, the unmissable ultimate was still missable, so I guess that's fixed. Anyways, General. Fix an issue where the friends list counted, or where the friends list counted friend requests, and fix an issue where turning on auto-buy in a match could cause players to spend more credits than they had available. Where is my sound bug? Where is any information about a sound bug? Where is any acknowledgement about a sound bug? There's no sound bug listed here at all. No, Grover. No, the Grover was addressed in hotfix. We went over the hotfix at the start of the stream. Sound bug got worse after this hotfix? You're joking. Oh gosh. They need to hire a proper audio engineer. they have an audio designer that makes good sound effects, but then we can't hear the sound effects. Like they need to fix that, man. It's like the biggest problem with this game at the moment. But yeah, anyways, that is the Paladins Constellations update. So we got this brand new Champion Caspian who looks to be really, really fun and really exciting. And I can't wait to test them out. Got some good looking skins, of course, which we're quickly going to scroll past these before chat acts up again. We got a brand new Starforged event pass, which looks to be way better than the Ruby event pass, at least in my opinion. Of course, skins are subjective, so if you like these less than Ruby, that you're entitled to that opinion. But I can't wait for these. Of course, we got some other unlocks and things, as well as the most important skin of all time. Oh, I guess we got a Sazi announce back too. But we got the most important skin. The most important skin. Again, I'm buying this the second it comes out. Yes, please, give it to me now. And then, yeah, some spicy balance. We got some more gold skins. Of course, quests getting better. That's cool. Siege of Ascension Peak coming out next patch. Can't wait for that. Please give me the music. Please. And yeah, these balance changes are questionable as always. And 7's not getting nerfed, and Cursed Revolver isn't getting nerfed that much. So, video games and sound bugs still exist. So, that's Paladins next patch. I mean, I'm looking forward to a lot of it, but still not perfect, and still would like to see some changes. So yeah, that has been the Constellations update notes. If you guys have enjoyed, then make sure, of course, to drop a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for me. We will be making a lot of PTS content once that comes out, so do stay tuned for that. And of course, also follow me on Twitch, where we're recording this right now, because we'll be streaming it once it comes out, so that should be very, very exciting. And also check out the Discord server if you want to find people to talk with about this and party up, then that is also linked in the description. And lastly, if you want to support me and buy the Season Pass, so you can get this skin, then check out the Nexus at nexus.gg/AndrewChicken, because a portion of all the proceeds there go to supporting me. You can buy the Season Pass, you can buy crystals, which you can use to buy the Yagorath skin. Did I mention you can buy the Yagorath skin, by the way? Like, this is something you can purchase next patch. Like, you can buy this. Yeah, you can do that. And you can do that at my Nexus. Get the crystals for it there. And yeah, with that all being said, thank you guys for watching. I will see you all next time. Peace out.